Hi, thanks for watching my video. So I decided to recreate my apartment. I wasn't really sure how to do it. I was originally just going to build on an existing apartment lot, but I just couldn't find any that were the right shape, so I decided instead I would just build like the outside of my apartment and then not really build anything else inside other than just my place. So it's a bit confusing, but it worked out okay. I really struggled to build this. There are so many times where I've built something and was like, oh fuck it, take it down, change it, which is strange because most of my builds I just make up as I go along. Turns out I find it really difficult trying to follow a building that already exists. It took me so long to get the layout of the apartment right. I think I ended up cutting out quite a lot of it because it just took fucking ages. But you might see sometimes where I was like pulling my hair out making this. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. But anyway, hope you've all been well. And thought I would just chat about a few things that I've been up to, which isn't a lot. But I usually talk about some kind of TV show I'm into or that I've been watching. And recently I decided to rewatch every single Sacha Baron Cohen film just to remind myself of how funny that fucker is. They are so good. I can't watch them without cracking up, like a laugh a minute. I know they're quite an acquired taste, but it's very much my taste. The thing that I like about his, what are they called? Not necessarily the scripted ones, but the ones that are somewhat real. I feel like you see more of the real side of people with his movies than you do with most documentaries, because they're reacting to his behaviour, whereas in documentaries someone might ask a question and they actually get the chance to think about their answer, but what he's filming is their instant reaction, which is a bit more telling of people. So my advice to any budding documentary makers out there, you'll get more of a true response if you have a dildo in your hand and a ball gag in your mouth. Unless you're Louis Theroux. If you're Louis Theroux, you're doing a great job. It sounds weird, but there aren't many TV shows or movies that I watch off my own back. My best friend in the UK, she usually tells me what I should watch. And to be fair, that just means I always get to watch good shows and movies because she knows me pretty well. Although she does have a terrible habit of telling me a minute-by-minute commentary of everything that happens before I've seen it, which isn't great, but I've never liked surprises anyway. We also recently had a family Skype call because it was my cousin's birthday. It was his 18th birthday. So we just had a Skype call to wish him happy birthday. Funny fact about my cousin, he forgot the name of my husband. And because I think I might have mentioned before, like my cousins, we see each other quite a lot. Like they're more like siblings really. But he was in my brother's van coming to my house back when we were living in Reading, and he'd said, "Oh, what's Carla's husband's name again?" And my brother thought it would be funny to say, "Oh, her husband, yes, Dave." My husband's name isn't Dave, but because of that, my cousin has only ever called him Dave, and my poor husband, I don't think he's really got the heart to tell him after all these years, we've been together a long time, I don't think he's got the heart to say, that's not my name, so now there's like a family joke that my husband's name is Dave, when it isn't. It's hilarious, you had to be there. Oh, I'm just seeing those kitchen counters, they were such a nightmare to do. Especially because I'm not sure whether I moved it all around again. I think there's another point where I have to rearrange it again to fit everything in. And yeah, those kitchen counters were a nightmare. The funny thing is, like with the stuff I furnished this place with, that's pretty much all true. Like we moved here with literally a few boxes. We didn't bring much stuff with us. So our apartment is very empty. We don't really have many belongings. So I've seen other videos where people have made their homes and they've, made them cluttered, or in other speed builds I've done, I've put lots and lots of clutter everywhere. But I can't really do that because we genuinely don't have that much stuff. Very minimal. I have to say though, when I finished building this, I was looking round and I called my husband over and I was like, "What do you think? Do you think this is realistic?" And he was like, "It looks pretty much exactly the same." So I'm actually quite pleased with how it came out. Like, obviously the patterns and stuff aren't exactly the same, but it actually ended up looking pretty much bang on. So yeah, if you ever wonder where I live, well, no, not where I live, I'm not going to tell you where I live, but what my surroundings look like, this is it. And the kitchen counters, that's where my husband does his 9 to 5 on the high chair, and in the spare room where the desk is, that's where I spend my day, which I appreciate you can't see right now, but you will see it eventually. And also, slight humble brag, but what the hell, I used quite a lot of paintings. Oh, I tried to hire up the microwave at some point because our microwave is built into the cupboard, but it wouldn't let me do that. But that massive picture there above the sofa is actually a massive picture of us on our wedding day. And all of those pictures that I'm putting into the office with the blue wall, I don't want to brag, but they're actually just my paintings. We furnished the flat with my own creations because, I'm like that. I need someone to pat me on the head and say, "Well done, you did a really good job." So yeah, we like to display artwork in our house. We also do not have a treadmill, but we do have a cycling machine, and I couldn't find a cycling machine, so I just bought a treadmill. I couldn't fit it in the office, so I put it in the hallway, but it actually lives right next to my desk, so that if I'm having a fat day, I can just cycle in front of my computer and just watch YouTube videos while I'm trying to burn away just a little bit of fat. And the bedroom at the back with the purple wall is our room. And you can't tell at the beginning, but I tried to be conscious of it when I furnished the bathrooms a bit more. We have such a divide in bathrooms because the bathroom with the bigger closet next to the bedroom is mine, so I tried to put lots of pink shit in it to make it obvious that that is a girl's bathroom. And my husband's bathroom is the smaller one with the small wardrobe next to the office. So, yeah, there you go. Some insight. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.